In this lesson, we're going to construct the front of the skirt. So we have the right side of this panel, we have the left side of the skirt, and there is the center of the skirt. Now you'll remember that that was cut on the fold. There's the pattern. I'll remove that and unfold so that you can see how all of this is coming together. So now all we need to do is put right sides together like this and match your notches, and you can see why you wanted to put those matching notches on the princess line so that you know exactly where to line the two panels up together. And I'll put one more pin at the bottom. We'll get the other edge pinned. So that's going to be one side or one center seam, and here's going to be the other seam. And I'll get the pins put in this way. And your pocket, of course, because it was all prepared, is getting enclosed in this seam. And then you're going to put your stitch length on regular, so about 2.5 millimeters. And this seam allowance width is 5/8 of an inch. That completed one of the gores, one of the princess seams. Now we'll do the next one, the second one. All right, there's our front of the skirt put together. There's one last step that I'd like you to do at this point, is to seam finish these edges. I will be taking this to the serger and separating out the seams and serging each of the seam allowances separately. And the reason I want to do that is because when I press this and I press it open, it's going to distribute the seam allowance bulk on either side of the seam. Whereas if I serged it all together, it means I'd have to press both seam allowances one way or the other way, creating some bulk on the right side. And depending on your fabric, that seam might just show on the right side after you've done your pressing. So my preferred way to do this is the way I will do it, which is serge each edge independently and then press it open. Now, if you don't have a serger, you could zigzag the edges. You might want to do a narrow stitching and then pink the edges. I know we don't usually use pinking shears a lot, but it would work in this circumstance. So there is the front of the skirt completed, and that's your next step. And I'll see you back here as we begin on the skirt back. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you have, I invite you to join the Sherfa Designs community if you haven't already. And you can do that in 3 easy steps. Number 1, make sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Sherfit Designs. Secondly, make sure to sign up for our newsletter list. And you can do that by going to sherfitdesigns.com. And there are free gifts to get you started. And if you happen to be a Facebook fan, we do have a private group. Go to facebook.com/groups/Sherfit Designs. Request to join. Make sure you answer the 3 questions and I'll approve you. Thanks so much for watching.